Picture a billionaire who uses his vast wealth to fight crime. He employs a loyal butler, dresses in a bat motif, and relies on psychological terror to break his enemies. You probably assume this highly specific formula is a 20th century American invention, born from the golden age of comic books. Yet this exact character blueprint was already roaming the foggy streets of Victorian England, decades before the modern Dark Knight was ever drawn. His name was Spring-Heeled Jack. The hero we recognize today is really the resurrection of a nearly forgotten 19th century English ghost. In later Victorian comic strips, Spring-Heeled Jack's alter ego is an aristocrat named Bertram Wraydon. He even shares the exact same BW initials as Bruce Wayne. Wraydon is a wealthy nobleman locked in a crusade to reclaim his stolen lands from a corrupt stepbrother. He uses his high society status to fund his entirely separate secretive life. To navigate the criminal underworld, Wraydon relies on the assistance of a fiercely loyal butler, and he stalks the night wearing a terrifying bat-winged costume. He operates firmly as an anti-hero. Rather than relying entirely on brute force, he targets his enemies using deception, theatrics, and targeted fear tactics. Point for point, the fictional Bertram Wraydon provides a structural blueprint so precise it is nearly indistinguishable from modern Gotham's protector. So why did Victorian writers conjure up a bat-costumed vigilante in the first place? Before anyone wrote a comic, Spring-Heeled Jack was a real, unidentified attacker committing sudden physical assaults on the streets of England. For decades, this mysterious figure entirely evaded capture by the local authorities. The sheer inability of the police to stop him caused genuine panic across the country. As news spread, panicked witnesses and highly sensationalized newspaper reports began embellishing the attacker's traits. Soon, standard physical descriptions morphed into claims of superhuman abilities. The most prominent myth, the one that gave the attacker his name, was that he escaped pursuit by leaping impossibly high over walls. A string of unsolved street crimes collided with rampant media exaggeration. The resulting urban legend became so deeply embedded in the public consciousness that it naturally evolved into a highly profitable fictional character. Victorian society psychologically transformed an uncontrollable, real-world threat. They took a terrifying street attacker and rewrote him into a wealthy, aristocratic hero who could master that very same fear. By turning a literal monster into a vengeful vigilante, they accidentally drafted the definitive superhero origin story.